Hello to all my friends out there in YouTube land. It's your good buddy Philtastic here. Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been almost a month, maybe a little bit more since we last chatted. I told you my time was going to be spaced out. Just a bit of a life update. We did welcome our third child, our little daughter, into the world on January 8th, David Bowie's birthday. And yes, I tried to throw Bowie in there as a name. But no, her name is not Bowie. So life has been understandably chaotic. We're trying to normalize operating without sleep. If you have children, you know. But that's kind of why there's been this longer gap than even I expected, to be honest with you, since my last video. But let me get right down to that. So October, which a few months ago at this point, we're at the tail end of January as I'm recording this, was Italian American Heritage Month. If you are unfamiliar, I celebrate each year, each October, by drawing a different Italian American who you either know or maybe you should know. Somebody who has, in my opinion, contributed positively to society. I only repeat 2 every year. Everybody else I try to just do once, which I should probably write down on the list now that I say it. And yeah, I just usually show a short video showing off all 31 of my drawings. This year I wanted to do something a little bit different. I really want to help educate about some of these Italian Americans that you may or may not know. But having 3 kids around, it is increasingly difficult to record content and edit and all that good stuff. Luckily, I reached out to some friends from the comic book crowd, and they volunteered to help me out. So in this video, I'm very happy that I have some assistance from Joe Travato from Anachronic Comics, and maybe it's I swear I didn't plan this, Joe. I had my little espresso after Trader Joe's shopping trip espresso here. Gary B, Gary Baker, and Chuck Hensey. All 3 of these gentlemen were kind enough to give up their time and energy to really help me highlight 4 different Italian Americans here, 1 each, and then I'm gonna do 1 myself. But with that, I'm gonna go ahead and I'll show off this artwork. I hope that you learned something from this, and I certainly hope, of course, that you like the artwork. When you're through with the video, if you're not already subscribed to these gentlemen, please check out their channels and their content. I'll go ahead and put links to their YouTube channels and Instagram pages and all that great stuff somewhere in the description of this video. And when you see this video, tell me, do you like these drawings? Are there any Italian Americans that you'd like me to highlight next year? Let me know in the comments.
Frank Capra was an Italian-American film director, producer, and screenwriter whom some consider to be the American dream personified. Capra immigrated from Sicily with his family at the age of 5, eventually settling in East LA. Capra was one of America's most influential filmmakers of his time, winning 3 Academy Awards for Best Director and being nominated 6 times. Some of Capra's films include Mr. Deeds Goes to Town from 1936, Mr. Smith Goes to Washington from 1939, and later, It's a Wonderful Life from 1946. Capra also served in the military during World War II and produced a series of propaganda films, Why We Fight. Capra served as head of the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences and was head of the Directors Guild of America. Capra's filmmaking approach today, known as Fantasies of Goodwill, made him one of the most successful directors in the world. His work influenced several modern-day filmmakers, such as Steven Spielberg, Ron Howard, and David Lynch.
You may know lots of classic movie stars, but there's a pretty good chance you don't know the name or the face of this one, but you most certainly know the voice of Adriana Casaletti. Adriana Casaletti was an American actress and singer, best known for her role as the voice of Snow White in the 1937 film Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Casaletti was not credited for her work. In fact, none of the voiceover artists in that film were credited with their work. It was only much later that historians and other people who loved animation discovered who'd performed this role. Casaletti had other uncredited roles, such as in The Wizard of Oz, as the voice of Juliet during the song If I Only Had a Heart, and as a singer at Martini's Bar in It's a Wonderful Life. Much later, in 1994, Casaletti was awarded the title of Disney Legend, making her the first female voiceover artist to achieve this award. An incredible accomplishment for a classic Disney princess.
John Basilone was a United States Marine Corps gunnery sergeant and one of the most celebrated American heroes of World War II. Born in 1916 in Buffalo and raised in Raritan, New Jersey, he earned the Medal of Honor for extraordinary bravery during the 1942 Battle of Guadalcanal, where he helped hold off a massive Japanese assault despite overwhelming odds. Later, he returned to combat and was killed in action on Iwo Jima in 1945. Basilone remains the only enlisted Marine in World War II to receive both the Medal of Honor and the Navy Cross, symbolizing courage, leadership, and sacrifice.
Carolyn Ruth Bertozzi is an Italian-American chemist and Nobel laureate. Her recent work includes studies on cell surface sugars called glycans and how they affect diseases such as cancer, inflammation, and viruses such as COVID-19. Bertozzi is a member of several notable science-related institutes, including the Accademia dei Lincei, the National Academy of Sciences, the Institute of Medicine, the National Academy of Inventors, and a scientific advisory board member of the Arc Institute. In addition to being awarded the Nobel Prize in Chemistry in 2022, Bertozzi holds a number of distinctions and honors, including the MacArthur Genius Award, the Wolf Prize recognizing achievements in the interest of mankind, and is the first woman to receive the prestigious Lemonson MIT Prize.
Once again, thanks for checking out my video, and special thanks again to Gary, Chuck, and Joe in no particular order. Please go ahead and check out these gentlemen's channels. I'll put links in the description of this video. And let me know, did you like these drawings? Is there a particular Italian-American you'd like to see at the forefront maybe next year? Leave a comment and we'll see what we can do. Thanks again for watching. Peace, love, and comics. Take care.